What in the name of South Florida football is going on?
Are we truly, genuinely already talking about trading Tyreek Hill? The ink on that blockbuster contract isn't even dry. The season has barely begun, and the whispers aren't just whispers anymore. They're a full-blown roar, suggesting our superstar wide receiver could be on the move. How did we get here? And more importantly, can we possibly navigate out of this dizzying spiral before it tears the heart out of our offense? It feels like just yesterday we were celebrating the arrival of the cheetah, the game-breaking talent who was supposed to elevate Tua Tagovailoa and transform our entire offensive identity. The speed, the swagger, the seemingly unstoppable playmaking ability, it was all here, lighting up Hard Rock Stadium. But after a frankly dismal showing against the Indianapolis Colts this past Sunday, where Hill managed a mere 4 catches for 40 yards, the narrative has taken a sharp, alarming turn. The air in Miami is thick with a different kind of speculation, a much darker one, fueled by an NFL insider who believes it's only a matter of time until the Dolphins cut ties with their most explosive weapon. Mike Florio, a name synonymous with breaking news and often provocative takes in the NFL world, has dropped a bombshell that has sent shockwaves through the Dolphins faithful. He's not just suggesting a possibility, he's laying out a stark prediction. Florio believes that if the current trajectory continues, Tyreek Hill will become this year's Davante Adams. For those who might have forgotten, Adams was traded from Green Bay to Las Vegas in a move that fundamentally reshaped both franchises. The implication for Miami is clear and chilling. A star player, acquired at immense cost, could be jettisoned sooner than anyone imagined. Let's dissect Florio's reasoning, because it's rooted in cold, hard, financial realities as much as on-field performance. Hill is under contract through 2026, which sounds like long-term security. But the devil, as always, is in the details of that deal. Next year, in 2025, Hill is due a staggering $36 million, carrying an even more eye-watering cap hit of $51.89 million. That's not just a large number, it's an astronomical figure that becomes increasingly untenable if the team isn't performing at an elite level, or if Hill isn't consistently delivering the kind of game-changing plays we've come to expect. Florio explicitly states it's highly improbable that he'll be back after 2025. This isn't just about this season. It's about the long-term viability of that contract against the backdrop of the team's struggles. If the ship continues sinking, as Florio ominously puts it, Hill transforms from a franchise cornerstone into a valuable draft asset, a commodity to be traded for future picks, a stark admission of failure for a team that went all in on winning now. This isn't just about one bad game, though that Colts loss certainly amplified the concerns. It's about a pattern, a worrying trend that has been simmering beneath the surface. Monday marked a full year since Tyreek Hill last had a reception of over 30 yards in a game. Think about that for a moment. A player renowned for his ability to take the top off a defense, to turn a short pass into an 80-yard touchdown, hasn't had a single play of that explosive length in 365 days. While much of last season was indeed marred by Tua Tagovailoa's injury issues, the fact remains. The Dolphins are struggling profoundly to throw the ball downfield. This isn't just a Hill problem. It's a systemic issue with the deep passing game, an area where Hill should be absolutely dominant. Without that vertical threat, his unique skill set is blunted, and the entire offense becomes more predictable, easier to defend. The question then becomes, if the Dolphins were to consider such a drastic move, who would even be in the market for a player of Hill's caliber with his contract demands? Florio, ever the astute observer, has already identified 2 potential suitors, and they both make a lot of sense, albeit for very different reasons. First up, the Kansas City Chiefs. The irony here is palpable, isn't it? Hill blossomed into a superstar in Kansas City, a key component of their Super Bowl winning offense, before his desire for a bigger payday, and perhaps a desire to step out of the colossal shadows of Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, led to his departure. A reunion would be a fascinating narrative, a full-circle moment for a player who knows their system inside and out. The Chiefs, despite their continued success, have often looked like they could use another elite receiving threat, someone with Hill's explosive playmaking ability to complement their existing arsenal. The emotional pull of returning to a familiar winning environment and the chance to chase another ring might even make Hill more amenable to a restructured deal. It's a tantalizing thought for Chiefs fans and a nightmare scenario for Dolphins fans who would have to watch their former star thrive elsewhere. The second team Florio mentioned is the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one is perhaps more surprising but equally intriguing. The Steelers, fresh off a victory against the Jets, are a team that consistently finds a way to win, often through grit and a suffocating defense. But their offense, particularly their receiving core, has often left something to be desired. There are already whispers that the Steelers, known for their all-in mentality when they see a window, could push their chips even further into the middle of the table by making a play for Hill. Imagine Hill's speed and route-running prowess injected into that Steelers offense, giving them a dimension they currently lack. It would instantly elevate their passing game and provide a legitimate deep threat for their quarterback, whoever that may be in the long term. Now, before we all descend into full-blown panic mode, it's crucial to remember one thing. The season is still incredibly young. We are just a few games in. The narrative can shift and shift dramatically with just one or two strong performances. The Dolphins have an immediate opportunity to bounce back this Sunday against the New England Patriots. A decisive victory, especially one where Tua and Hill connect on some big plays, could go a long way in quieting these trade rumors and restoring a much-needed sense of calm to South Florida. It could remind everyone, including Florio, why Hill was brought here in the first place. But the fact that these conversations are even happening this early about a player of Tyreek Hill's stature is a stark indicator of the pressure building around this Dolphins organization. The investment was massive, the expectations even higher, and the returns, particularly in the deep passing game, have simply not materialized consistently enough. This isn't just about a trade, it's about the very identity and direction of the Miami Dolphins. Can they right the ship, or are we truly on the verge of another seismic shift in the NFL landscape? What do you think, Dolphins Nation? Is this just typical Florio speculation, or is there real fire behind this smoke? Could you stomach seeing Tyreek Hill in another uniform so soon? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as invested in the future of our Fins as we are, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest updates and analysis. Your support means the world, and we want to hear every single one of your passionate opinions.